Dauis. The parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady stands at the very heart of municipality of Dauis in Bohol. It is one of the oldest and most important churches in the province, serving as a strong symbol of faith, history, and culture for the local community. It is surrounded by the peaceful town environment and the daily life of the people. While ringing of its bells reflect its long tradition of worship and devotion.
It holds deep cultural, religious, and historical importance, beyond being a place of worship, and represents the identity and heritage of the people of Dauis. Locals and pilgrims continue to visit, pray, reflect, and connect with its spiritual meaning.
During the Spanish colonial period, Bohol became an important center for the spread of Christianity in the Philippines. Spanish missionaries established churches across the province to introduce and strengthen the Catholic faith. This historic structure is one of those enduring legacies. Standing today as a reminder of Bohol's rich history, faith, and cultural heritage.
The historical background of the parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady in Dauis traces back to the Spanish colonial period when the Jesuit missionaries first established the parish in 1697. And according to the historical records, this marked the beginning of the organized Catholic work in the area as part of the Jesuit effort during the 17th century.
During this time, Spanish missionaries played a key role in spreading Christianity across Bohol. They built churches that served not only as places of worship, but also as centers for education, community organization, and local governance. Dauis Church became one of these important centers, helping shape the religious and social life of the town. present stone structure of the church began construction in the 19th century, specifically in 1863 under Father Julio Saldana, and was completed in 1923 under Father Natalio Del Mar. It was officially inaugurated in the same year by Bishop Juan Gallardo of Cebu. The church is dedicated to Nuestra Señora de la Asunción, or Our Lady of the Assumption, who remains the patroness of Dauis and the center of its devotion. Over the centuries, the church has survived wars, natural disasters, and major changes, including damage from the 2013 Bohol earthquake and subsequent restoration efforts completed in the following years. Despite these challenges, it continues to stand as a symbol of faith, resilience, and cultural heritage for the people of Dauis.
The municipality of Dauis is located in the province of Bohol. And is connected to Panglao Island by a bridge. It is a coastal town known for its peaceful environment, strong religious devotion, and rich cultural heritage. Its location near the sea has also made it historically important for trade, travel, and local community development.
Dauis is widely recognized for its deep cultural traditions and strong Catholic faith. Over the years, it has become home to several important landmarks, including Spanish-era structures. Coastal watchovers, and natural attractions. These features reflect the town's long history and its connection to both religion and local life. Among its most important heritage sites, the parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady stands out as a central landmark. It continues to be one of the most valued cultural and religious sites in Dauis. Serving as a place of worship, pilgrimage, and historical memory for the community.
The parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady in Dauis is one of the finest examples of Spanish colonial church architecture in Bohol. Spanish-era churches in the Philippines were commonly built using local materials such as coral stone and limestone, which were carefully cut and stacked to create strong and long-lasting structures. This method was used because it made churches more resistant to time and natural disasters, especially in coastal areas like Bohol.
One of the most noticeable features of the church is its coral stone walls. Over time, these walls have become a symbol of strength and resilience, showing the craftsmanship of early builders during the Spanish colonial period. The church also has a historical bell tower. Which was used to call the faithful to prayer and mark important events in the community. Bell towers during the Spanish period were not only religious structures, but also served as watch points, especially in coastal towns that were vulnerable to raids. Inside the church, one of its remarkable features is the ceiling paintings and interior artwork. These artworks, painted by known Filipino artists such as Raimundo Francia, depict religious scenes and decorative designs that reflect both European influence and local artistic expression. The painted ceiling gives the illusion of a grand, classical interior, making the church visually unique among Bohol churches. The church also houses religious statues and beautifully designed altars or retablos, which are dedicated to different saints and Marian devotions. These sacred images serve as focal points of worship and reflect the deep Catholic devotion of the people of Dauis. Some of these statues and altar designs show a mixture of different historical styles, indicating that parts were restored or added over different time periods. One of the most unique and famous features of the church is the well, located inside the sanctuary near the altar. According to local tradition, this well is believed to be miraculous, said to have appeared during times of hardship to provide fresh water, even though the church is near the sea. This rare feature makes Dauis Church one of the few churches in the Philippines with a functioning well inside its sacred space. Because of its outstanding architectural design, historical value, and artistic importance, the church was officially declared a national cultural treasure by the National Museum of the Philippines. This recognition is given to cultural properties that have exceptional historical, cultural, artistic, and scientific value and are considered irreplaceable parts of the nation's heritage. This designation highlights the importance of preserving the church not only as a place of worship, but also as a historical landmark that represents centuries of faith, artistry, and Filipino identity. Today, Dauis Church continues to stand as a powerful symbol of Spanish colonial architecture and the enduring cultural heritage of Bohol.
Inside the parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady in Dauis, there is a small well located near the altar. This well is one of the most unique features of the church and is deeply connected to local faith and traditions. According to long-held belief, this well appeared during times of hardships and is said to provide fresh water despite the church being very close to the sea. Many devotees believe that the water from this well has miraculous and healing properties. For generations, people have come to the church to draw water from it, believing that it brings blessing, protection, and healing. Some visitors also take the water home as a sign of faith and devotion. These beliefs continue to strengthen the spiritual connection of the community to the church. These beliefs continue to strengthen the spiritual connection of the community to the church. Even today, visitors from different places continue to respect and visit the site. The well remains an important part of the church identity and is treated with deep reverence by pilgrims and local alike. It is not only a physical feature of the church, but also a symbol of enduring faith and traditions. From a critical perspective, the stories surrounding the miraculous well show the importance of faith tradition in shaping community beliefs, whether viewed as religious truth or cultural narrative. These stories play a key role in strengthening devotion and unity among the people of Dauis. This also highlights the importance of oral history in preserving local identity. Many of the stories about the well and its miracles have been passed down through generations, especially through storytelling and community practice. These oral traditions help keep the cultural memory of Dauis alive, showing how history, faith, and belief continue to influence the identity of the people today.
Despite its rich history and strong cultural significance, the parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady faced several challenges, including awareness and preservation. Many younger people today are not fully familiar with its deep historical background, miracles, and cultural importance, even though they live nearly or frequently visit the site.
Tourism and modernization also bring both positive and negative effects. While tourism helps promote awareness and supports the local economy, it can also place pressure on sacred sites if not properly managed. Increased foot traffic, development around heritage areas, and modern construction may sometimes affect the original atmosphere and historical integrity of the church. In addition, some local stories and traditions connected to the church remain undocumented or have been forgotten over time. Many of these narratives survive only through oral storytelling, which means that they can easily be lost if not properly recorded. This shows the importance of documenting local history before it disappears. Overall, these issues highlight why some heritage sites are often overlooked despite their importance. Without awareness, education, and preservation efforts, valuable parts of cultural history may fade. This is why it is important to continue promoting and protecting sites like Dauis Church, so future generations can understand and appreciate their historical and cultural significance.
Sa ginutaron, basin, tagantag, kuhan ba? Ayuhan. Or sa kataan mo. Kung nangamon kaya, ano kay Paragon? Okay naman po sa Katoliko. Sa mga po, lagbukan.
Gagago sa birin nagitawat mong God.
So, wala dyan nakita itong kisay gagawat sa
Pero nauli na ako nung go, pero di ko sure kung nauli po dyan na mao bilog na kinuon. Oo, sa birin ka na pita ka nang buka ka sa taas.
katunaras.
Buhaw ka ka na sa taas, birin mo na.
Isa ra po ko siya katuig na kuhan na kawat po.
Mga gilabay dito sa pagkuha kung sa birhina sa mga ko na katuig labay. Mga wapay pandemic to, wapay baduludit. Mga totoo na po.
Ngayon, totoo sa
Pero
kanila.
di ko sure kanang kay mawila sulting, mamalagigan nga. Mangita sila sa papel kung pamatuod nga katong birhina tadawis ba dito. Ilay uli ang katong nakapalit niya. Kapag sure tinuod ba nga mao ko na kuha nga giuli o mabay basi gamalain. Mo na karon nga Kamu na kadto turista ni. Rumah ni ato na sa Patayong.
Kay tungod ato nga.
Tungod ato nya tapos sa una na nangawa. Dagan itong mga santos nangawa na nya agatong nagkuha sa mga santos nangamatay na po di naman namba.
Murag mga karaan nga mga santos ibang kawat.
Murag
Di pamaligya.
di pamaligya
Kay mahalo na.
sakit sila kabugayan di naman nam sila.
Kay kuan lagi ka na.
Nanay sila pagkasakit nanto namatay sila.
Hindi ko siya.
May mga listahan sa Santos katong pag-renovate sa simbahan. Di ba Galinog?
Oo.
Siyempre, Rodibiton. Paglista mga Santos, usay Santosan ni, usay pangalan ni pila ka Santos. Nawa, ang listahan.
Hala.
Presentas.
Hantod ka nang giwali para iuli ang listahan kay may balan siya Santosan na nawa. Way uli, namatay na naman gagunit sa listahan. Buha pa dyan uli. Bawa na kibaw na uli na ba doon? Ito karoon, buha pa, nagising ko.
Sayang naman. Kay
Muna, ang bakla yun lang kusog sa turista. May mudungan to. Ano yung
bitaw
gagawin
sila
na?
kuya kay ang mga bantay na nila kay na sila museum sad. So dapat sila ka nang kuan nga maghimo sa museum ani or wala.
Apot lagi, mga pare sa unan ni kay mga pultahan na pila ka parisa na pultahan na Celestan. Kay idong ko sa museum. Mga ani, mga guwato ko sa
Taas.
pila ka parisa sa 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unom ka parisa nga pultahan. Kung palito ni mo to kay kapag kumataw to na to pultahan na palito to mga pila ka milyon to sa ka
Kay
parisa.
mahal naman
Kay sa lisdan ko nila tag 150,000. Ano ilang man sa lisdan nga, ano ilang man di kuha nga. Mong to paraan.
Sa simbahan mga jud na niya napud sa mo Garcia kuya nga nangawapod nga mga butang.
Ang pare sa ulat ko nga itong atayin kay Padre Pinlak. Bawang nang sa Padre Pinlak ko, igabaan na siguro. Pero ang pare sud na nga mayon nga pare ngatan ho. Padre Sako.
Father Sako.
Padre Sako mayon.
Kanang bishop na ron kuya.
Mayon
Sa
sa Padre Sako.
Bishop, titimlaran din ron.
Sa tanang pare miyagi na gawas itong mga karang nga pa kumataw. Si Padre Sako nga kung namatay nga maayo daw.
Ang nabantayan sa
Mana gamay nag mga santos na nangawa nag mga antik nga mga kantos mga
Kay
malon.
kay uban kay pamaligyan niya.
Ato Baklayon. Muna daw mga turista ato na sila sa Baklayon kay murag mo may gidungog nga nay nangwasan ko sa to.
So, steam ra pud sa Baklayon nga katong ilang ubit taon kuya nga na silang altar pud na gikawat mo pud to kay Ivory.
Mali ang kakao ta kurana kana maatibo sa simbahan na pod.
Yang nakapan po sa Baklayon na po sila museum maong
Oo.
na-preserve po dyan. Ang Dauis kay sayang. Wala niya.
Dahil sa sikat sa una. Dahil sa sikat sa una.
Ata Garcia ko kuya. Garcia Hernandez.
Dahil sa sikat sa una bro. Tukat mo dagan nga di ba na mga tao nga
Hindi nga, taga namin sige siya.
tawat ang mga santos ba.
Oh, sige,
Mo to wala ma. Pero ako di simba bro.
Pero okay ra kuya kay kanang panagajud ba sa kakaraan ng simbahan niya. Yung mga milagro niya.
Mga dugay na mga
Mga kara.
Hindi, siguro sila.
mga 350 years na siguro na.
Oo.
Labay gikan sa mga
Si Vinci, si Turis pa nila.
Murag sunod na sila sa Baklayon ba? Or Lobo? Murag naraan ha?
Doon sila na.
mga 330 years na naman siguro na si Bana o 350 years na ba na.
So, tapos ka na mga si Vinci, si
Basta kay-
Turis. 1700 na sila.
Basta kay mga pas mga 320 o 326 2026 mo
Sukat
lang.
pagtukon.
326 years o 320 years.
Marala.
Siya.
Si Vinci, si Turis lagi.
Murag mas kani pong lob kaning Dauis pa daw magipili kay ag tagbilaran kay murag dili murag
Oo, kanang
wala
tagbilaran,
nausog na
kanang
ilang
mga
kuan kanang wala na
Kabilaro
na
kay mag
preserve ilang pagkakaraan bitaw niya maong Dauis kay maayo ka pagka-preserve dyan napos yung mga ceiling paintings yung mga karaan ng mga
ang tinutog nga karaan nga kanay mogingon Lubok, Baklayon, o Tineda West.
o Dauis.
Sila tulo. Muna sila tulo.
Pwede mga tanong singa ni mo, sir?
Brian, Clarin. Oh.
Thank you.
The parish church of the Assumption of Our Lady in Dauis reflects the important role of religion during the Spanish colonization of the Philippines. During this period, Spanish missionaries used Christianity as a way to organize communities and introduce new systems of belief, education, and governance across the islands.
Churches like Dauis became more than just places of worship. They served as community centers where people gathered for religious activities, education, and even local decision making. In many towns across the Philippines, the church was at the center of daily life, influencing both social structure and cultural traditions. Today, heritage churches such as Dauis Church stand as powerful symbols of Filipino identity. They remind us of our colonial past, the spread of Christianity, and the resilience of local communities. Preserving these churches helps protect not only physical structures, but also the history, faith, and cultural identity of the Filipino people. The Parish Church of the Assumption of Our Lady in Dauis is more than just a place of worship. It is a living symbol of faith, resilience, and culture that has stood for centuries in the heart of the community. Through its history, architecture, and traditions, it continues to reflect the identity of the people of Dauis and Bohol. Preserving this church means preserving an important part of Philippine history. It reminds us of the Spanish colonial past, the spread of Christianity, and the cultural heritage that shaped local communities. In reflection, history does not only live in books, it lives in places like Dauis Church. And the stories passed down through generations, and in the faith of the people who continues to care for it.